Ever seen a dunk so bad it becomes legendary? From Shaq shattering backboards to Lonzo Ball missing a wide-open slam. The NBA's given us some hilariously unforgettable dunk fails. We've got Vince Carter getting humbled by Shaq, DeRozan spinning into a disaster, and JaVale McGee trying to be Jordan, only to create a Shaqton classic instead. You don't want to miss these epic fails and laugh out loud moments. Stay with us till the end, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild NBA content. Now, let's dive into the top 10 funniest dunk moments ever. Number 10. Shaquille O'Neal breaks the backboard. Shaq wasn't just a player, he was a one-man wrecking crew, and in 1993, he proved that backboards were not built to contain him. Facing the Phoenix Suns, young Shaq caught the ball, powered up, and unleashed a dunk so violent it turned the hoop into rubble. The backboard exploded, the rim bent like it owed him money, and the glass rained down like a special effects scene from an action movie. Shaq just stood there, arms raised, like a king surveying his conquered kingdom. The NBA had no choice. They reinforced their backboards after this. Because, well, you can't have a 300-pound tank running around breaking hoops every week. This wasn't just a dunk. It was Shaq letting physics know who's boss. Number 9. JaVale McGee's double dunk. 2 for the price of 1. JaVale McGee's never done things the normal way, and his 2011 dunk contest performance was the perfect mix of athleticism and absolute chaos. Instead of one ball, JaVale said, "Why not 2? Instead of one hoop, let's make history." He grabbed 2 basketballs, took off, and threw them down in 2 separate hoops at the same time. It looked like something straight out of a cartoon. Arms stretching, legs flailing, and the crowd going nuts. The judges had no clue what they just witnessed. Unfortunately for JaVale, Blake Griffin jumping over a car stole the night, but McGee's double dunk remains one of the funniest and most creative moments in dunk contest history. Only JaVale could turn basketball brilliance into unintentional comedy. Number 8. Blake Griffin jumps over a car. Kinda. The 2011 slam dunk contest was Blake Griffin's big moment. But let's be honest, the final dunk didn't quite live up to the hype. A choir sang, "I believe I can fly." The crowd was electric. And then, Griffin jumped over a car. Well, sort of. Instead of clearing the roof, he made it over the hood of a Kia Optima. Not exactly the high-flying stunt people expected. Still, the setup was top tier, and his two-handed alley-oop from Baron Davis sealed the win. Was it one of the greatest dunks ever? Not really, but it was one of the most overhyped, meme-worthy moments in dunk contest history. Number 7. Gerald Green blows out the candle and the competition. Dunk contests are about style, creativity, and absolute nonsense. And in 2008, Gerald Green delivered all 3. He didn't just dunk, he brought a birthday party to the rim. Before his attempt, he placed a cupcake with a lit candle on the back of the hoop. Then, as he took off, he did the impossible, blew out the candle mid-air and still threw down a perfect dunk. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the air control needed for that. Dunking's one thing, but dunking while doing a party trick? Legendary. The crowd loved it, the judges were in awe, and even though he didn't win the contest, this remains one of the funniest and most ridiculously creative dunks in NBA history. Number 6. Shaquille O'Neal shoves Dudley after a dunk. Shaq has dominated plenty of defenders, but this Chris Dudley moment might be the most disrespectful dunk of all time. After catching the ball in the post, Shaq did what he does best, powered through his defender and threw down a monster slam. But he wasn't done. Oh no. He immediately shoved Dudley like a rag doll, sending him flying. And the best part? Dudley lost it. Instead of walking away, he grabbed the ball and chucked it straight at Shaq in frustration. The crowd erupted. Shaq stood there grinning like a villain, and Dudley became the unfortunate star of a viral NBA moment. This dunk was pure comedy, pure dominance, and peak Shaq disrespect.
1 dribble, oh shit, 2 dribble, 3 dribble, drop step, and then he's still trying to play strong, and I was like...
Number 5. Vince Carter tries to dunk on Shaq and fails. Vince Carter's one of the greatest dunkers of all time, but even legends have their bad ideas. During a game, he tried to pull off the impossible, dunking on Shaq. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. Carter took off, soaring toward the rim, but instead of posterizing Shaq, he got shut down. The moment looked less like a dunk attempt and more like a mid-air wrestling move gone wrong. But the funniest part? Shaq's mother was sitting courtside, laughing hysterically at Vince's failed attempt. Even Shaq himself couldn't keep a straight face, knowing he had just humbled one of the NBA's greatest dunkers. Lesson learned, you don't dunk on Shaq, you just don't.
Did Vince Carter ever dunk on you?
Not telling my story till you pan out. What I mean by a pass is, not going to defend you.
Number 4. Smilagic tries a highlight dunk and fails. Alan Smilagic saw his moment to make history. He took off toward the rim, ready to deliver an earth-shattering dunk, and instead delivered a blooper for the ages. The ball barely even grazed the rim before bouncing away like it had a mind of its own. It wasn't just a mess, it was a full-blown airball dunk. But what made it even funnier was the reaction. His teammates buried their faces in their hands, the crowd gasped, and even the opposing players looked genuinely confused. Smilagic tried to play it cool, but let's be real. There's no walking away from an airball dunk with your dignity intact. Somewhere, Shaq and a fool producers were already taking notes. Number 3. Lonzo Ball's wide-open dunk miss. Fast breaks are supposed to be free points, but Lonzo Ball turned his open-court dunk into an all-time meme. With nobody in sight, Lonzo went up for what should have been an easy 2 points and bricked it off the rim. The ball bounced away. Lonzo immediately sprinted after it like he was trying to undo reality, and the arena fell into stunned silence. The best part? His teammates didn't even move. They just stood there, watching in disbelief, probably wondering if they should ever pass to him again. Social media had a field day, turning this moment into one of the most hilariously painful dunk fails ever. If you ever need a reminder that even pros have bad days, just watch this clip. Number 2. DeMar DeRozan's 360 dunk fail. DeMar DeRozan's no stranger to jaw-dropping dunks, so when he took off for a 360-degree poster dunk, the crowd exploded in anticipation. But instead of witnessing greatness, they watched one of the funniest dunk fails ever. The spin? Perfect. The airtime? Glorious. The finish? Tragic. The ball clanked off the rim, leaving DeRozan twirling midair like a confused figure skater. Even the defenders under the hoop just stood there in shock, probably thanking the basketball gods for their unexpected luck. What should have been an all-time highlight instead became a Shaq'd in a fool classic. Moral of the story? Not every spin move has a happy ending. Number 1. JaVale McGee's free throw line dunk fail. A Shaq'd in a fool classic. JaVale McGee's a walking highlight reel, sometimes for the wrong reasons. In 2010, against the Sacramento Kings, he saw his chance to channel Michael Jordan and take off from the free throw line. The problem? Physics had other plans. He launched into the air, but instead of gliding gracefully, he flailed like a fish out of water. The dunk attempt? A complete disaster. The ball barely kissed the rim. The crowd roared with laughter, and the commentators were left utterly speechless. But in true JaVale fashion, he owned the moment, proving once again why he's one of the most unpredictable and entertaining players in NBA history. Some guys try to be funny, JaVale just is. And that's a wrap for today's video. We've seen dunks that broke backboards, shattered egos, and left entire arenas in stitches. From Shaq's unstoppable power to McGee's free throw line disaster, these moments prove that not every dunk's a highlight. Some are pure comedy gold. Which dunk fail had you laughing the hardest? Or did we miss a legendary blooper? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed the laughs, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out our next wild NBA video. See you in the next one.